Welcome back to Quantreef.com. Sol sitting at 75.26, right in a squeeze zone between two liquidity pools that are pulling in opposite directions. Today we'll walk through liquidity, support and resistance, VWAP, Fibonacci, fair value gaps, positioning, and where this likely goes over the next several hours. Price is at 75.26, sitting below session VWAP at 75.67, which tells you sellers have had the edge on recent volume. It's also caught right between the two anchored VWAPs, from the swing high near 75.04 and the swing low near 75.34. That's a tight, contested pocket, no clean acceptance either way yet, and momentum reads closer to neutral bearish given the macro regime and order flow layers are both weak. The nearest and biggest pool is just below, at 75.46, only 0.25% away, carrying over 63 billion in notional and a reach probability of 84% over the next day. That's a magnet. Upside, there's a wall at 77.84, but it's over 3% away with only a 4% reach chance. Markets tend to drift toward the nearest thick pool first to trigger stops, then look for a reaction, so the downside pool is the more immediate draw here. On the panel right now it's all support below price, nothing printing above. First is the stop-loss cluster at 74.51, then the Fib 0.382 at 73.71, followed by Target 1 at 72.51, Target 2 at 70.53, and Target 3 down at 69.06. With no resistance printed above, the path of least resistance on the panel is a probe lower first, testing that stop-loss zone before anything invalidates the broader read. Above price, the fair value gaps are all bearish, one right overhead near 75.49, another around 76.40, and a wider one stretching up toward the low A's on the daily. Below, there's a bullish gap from about 74.35 up to 75.73, plus two more stacked near 74.3 and 73.3. Price sits just above the 1272 extension near 75.5, which is acting as a soft ceiling. Given how close that downside gap and the liquidity pool line up, that's the level more likely to get tested first. The grade reads watch, with an N of 81 but HTS only 53, so readiness is fine, but the trend strength score is dragging it down. Trend and structure, volume and liquidity, and institutional positioning are carrying this, while macro regime, statistical volatility, and crypto relative strength are weighing it down hard. Retail 67% long, top account 70% long, but the 4-hour taker flow is basically split, 48.5 long against 51.5 short, so the crowd's leaning long while actual flow is leaning short. The nearest magnet is that 75.46 pool just below, and with an 84% reach probability it's the more likely first stop. If sellers push through it, 74.51 and the Fib support at 73.71 open up next, and that would squeeze the heavily long retail and top account crowd. If buyers defend it instead, a reclaim of session VWAP near 75.67 puts the 77.84 wall in play, catching shorts offside given the near-even taker split. Remember, SOL takes a lot of its direction from Bitcoin, so check Bitcoin's own liquidity picture before leaning either way here. Bullish case confirms above VWAP with targets towards 77.20 and 77.84, invalidated back below 74.50. Bearish case confirms on a break of 74.51, targeting 72.51 and 70.53, invalidated on a strong reclaim of 75.46. So Sol's parked right at a decision point, and whichever side clears its nearest liquidity pool first probably sets the tone for the next few hours. If this kind of layered read is useful, give the video a like and subscribe. Quantreef.com runs this same 9-layer grading, probability, and liquidity structure across more than 100 coins, with a 7-day trial to try it yourself. And as always, this is for educational purposes only, not financial advice.